Good morning, Instagram. Good morning, good morning. How are you guys today? Just want to pin a comment here if I can. Happy Tuesday. I'm gonna go, hi Elodie, good morning, or good evening to you. I'm gonna apologize for some of the construction noise across the street. I think they're breaking up cement, so bear with me today. Hello, Amin, I think I'm at 302, I think I'm saying that right. Good morning. Welcome. It is Tuesday at 11:11, and this is Everyday Enlightenment. So thank you for being here. I'm Claritha from Jade Path, and I just want to thank you for your precious attention and time, whether you are here on the live or if you're watching it on the replay. So I appreciate it, your time and attention. Today, the topic is about the importance of community or finding your community. And this came about because yesterday I had a really lovely day in clinic with patients, and I wanted to share something that came up with a new patient that I had who is going through a tremendous amount of lifestyle change. And without giving too many of her details away, this lady is a lovely, gentle soul. And due to her work right now, she is kind of a nomad. So she's kind of moving from place to place every month or so. So she doesn't really have a home base right now. And if you spent a decent amount of time traveling like I have, I've spent weeks out of the country at a time. And so when you are traveling, when you're on the road, you do start to know yourself a little bit better and like where your boundaries are as you meet people. And so you get to understand very acutely where those kind of boundaries are. And so if it is more of like a food boundary, if you are having like in a place where there aren't traditional like foods that you would normally eat or different foods that you would normally eat, that's definitely a little bit of a change. If you are in a different country where their personal space is a little different than what you're used to, that can be an adjustment. And depending on how far you are traveling, cultural differences can be huge, and ideological differences can be very, very huge. Sometimes in your face so much, depending on where you are in the world and where you grew up. So good morning. Hi, Peter. Everybody else joining, welcome. If you just joined, I'm talking about the importance of community and sharing a story of a patient I saw yesterday. So this particular young lady, I think it's fair to say that she has probably grown up in what I would call like a traditional background, a traditional upbringing. And as she has been working and traveling to many different countries in Europe, South America, North America, she is having new experiences and meeting all different types of people and being exposed to a lot of different types of lifestyles. And so her mind is expanding, and her what she wants for herself and what her life is also expanding and changing. And her heart, through this experience, her heart is changing and her heart is expanding as well. And I think that is fantastic. I think we are all supposed to be growing, and we're all supposed to be changing and having this like experience in our physical bodies, and to find what makes us feel alive and what makes us feel happy. And so what I think is really unfortunate for this beautiful young woman who is blossoming and enjoying the experience of her life right now is that she is getting flack, for lack of a better word. She is getting pushback and negative judgment from her people at home and some of her old friends as she is starting to change. And so yesterday when she came in, we did all of the things. We did acupuncture, we did Reiki healing, we did crystal healing, and I did some other energy work on her. And what I saw with working with her is that she is holding so much sadness and fear. Hi, Jen. She's holding so much sadness and fear in her body because of those judgments of her friends and her family that are not going with her, who are not on this journey with her as she's having these different experiences. And it's just heartbreaking. It breaks my heart to see that amount of sadness and fear and sort of like dis-ease in her body. And so we did some work, and we did some clearing, and we did some talking about that because she doesn't have to, she feels a little bit isolated in this experience as she is moving to all these different places for her work. And so she, I just wanted to stress with her that she doesn't have to do it alone. Whether she is in a city for more than 2 weeks or 2 months, or whether she is moving every week because of her job, she can find community around the experience to help her feel a little bit less alone, less isolated, and a little bit more okay with who she is and what she's going through right now. So you guys, if you are going through something right now, an experience where you are feeling isolated, find your people, okay? This is my reminder to you to find your people. And with all of the social media platforms we have, like, Facebook and Instagram and all these different apps and different, like, there's a bazillion, jillion websites out there. There is a community for everyone and for whatever you're going through. So your only job is to find them and seek them out. So if you are, whether you're going through something where it's like a physical thing, where you're experiencing like a physical change, like for example, like menopause, or if you are going through an emotional thing, like you're having issues with depression or PTSD, or whether you're going through like a spiritual thing. Oh, I love this filter. If you're going through a spiritual thing, like a spiritual awakening, so uncomfortable to go through by yourself, or whether it's like a lifestyle thing, you want to move, you want to get divorced, whatever it is, know that there are people that are going through the same exact thing as you, and that you can find that community online to be supportive and understand what you're going through, so you don't feel so alone. Because this was one of the issues with the lovely woman I saw yesterday, and she just needed a little bit more community and support around her to know that she's okay, because everybody is okay, and we're all just kind of having a different experience at different times, at different ages, whatever your age, whether you're in your 20s or you're in your 60s, there are still people that are going through the similar changes as to what you are going through. I mean, there's how many billions of people in the world? So just know that you are going to be okay. And if you do need support around something, use your resources to find a community to support you in whatever you need, because they're out there and you can't do your life wrong. So it's just, there's different phases of that. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, is just like finding your community and the importance of that, so you feel empowered in like living your life and being okay with wherever it is that you are right now. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm glad the construction stayed away for the length of the live. If you have any comments or anything about community or finding your community, or have a good resource of where to find community, please put it in the comments below. And if you need a little bit more support, like I was sharing about what I did yesterday with the woman in my clinic, and you're not in Chicago, please know that I do distance Reiki sessions, and I also have a self-care clarity call. So if you're on Instagram, you can find the link in the bio. If you're watching this on YouTube on the replay, the link will be below. So I hope you guys have a lovely, lovely week. And just to let you know, I will be on vacation next Tuesday, so there will not be a Tuesday Everyday Enlightenment segment next week, but I'll be back in 2 weeks. So much love to you guys, and enjoy the beautiful weather, and have a great week. See you soon.